So, so this video is going to be pretty different from what I usually post on my channel. And judging by the fact that I'm literally sitting on the floor, I think that's pretty obvious. But there's just something that I have been thinking about a lot, and I just thought to come on here and also share it with you guys. So just consider this a video diary of some sort. So basically, for a while now, I've just been thinking about the fact that there are some professions that don't necessarily equate to popularity or people knowing you in that sense. So let's say for instance you are a very good doctor, or you're a very good banker, or you're a very good accountant, or you're a very good architect or something. That does not necessarily mean that you're going to walk out on the street and people are going to recognize you as, oh, you're that banker, oh, you're that, even though I think that is kind of changing, especially in the social media age that we are now in. But to a very large extent, people like that may not necessarily be recognized for their professions, maybe just for other things, right? But there are other professions that the fact that you are good means that people would eventually know you, that a lot of people would know you. So let's say someone that's an actress now, and when you're an actress and you're very good at what you do, there is a very high chance that you'll be given an opportunity to star in an even bigger movie, which means even a lot more people will get to know you. And that's just because you are good at what you do. And that's the only way you can actually advance in your career, by more people getting to know you. So if you're an actress and you say you don't want so many people to know you, and because of that you're not going to take bigger acting roles, you're not going to get paid. You are literally not going to make money. And not just acting, but other careers, like let's say you are a musician or you're a content creator. They are just those careers that you being good equates to you putting yourself out there and more people getting to know you. And I think being a YouTuber also falls into that bracket, because when you're a YouTuber, especially if you are in a niche where you show your face to the camera, you definitely, as you grow, as you advance in your career, a lot more people will definitely come to know you. When you are good at what you do, you produce good videos, people watch your videos, a lot more people will subscribe to your channel, and you become popular or famous, quote and unquote, right? But I've been thinking about the fact that you can't necessarily separate it. So like, you, except as I said, if you decide to have a faceless channel, you can't break that barrier between being good at what you do and being famous. And I think that's such a problem for me, because despite the fact that I actually do enjoy doing YouTube, I enjoy making videos and posting them on my channel, I don't necessarily think I want that fame, quote and unquote, that comes with it. And this is very ironic, because right now I feel like I'm putting, is it the cat before the horse, or how did they say that thing? Because I'm not even famous right now. How many subscribers do I have? So I just still think this is something worth thinking about, because I mean, my videos are pretty good if I do say so myself, and it's not like something you can determine. Like you can never know when your channel will just blow up. A video can just go viral, and all of a sudden there are thousands of people that are subscribing to your channel. So I can literally wake up tomorrow morning and see that I've gained 5,000 new subscribers. Like, it's actually possible. But my point is the fact that I actually want to do this, and I actually want to gain subscribers. I want to get lots of views of my videos. But I'm scared of going out on the street and not even able to walk a distance without people recognizing me. And I know that that's actually what some people want, right? There are some people that actually that's their life goal, that's their vision, to get famous, to be popular, to walk into a room and everybody's like, oh, this popular person. But that's not me. That is not me. It's very funny, because I used to say this a lot, that if I could have a superpower, my superpower would be to be able to be invincible. Like, I really would love to enter a room and be able to observe what everyone else is doing, but nobody can see me. So, but if I say that I want to continue in this part of YouTube, eventually more and more people will know me. I mean, I don't even have up to 1,000 subscribers at the point that I'm filming this video. But even a few times, I've actually had people that I didn't know that walked up to me and were like, oh, you're the YouTuber. And it's so weird, because if I continue in this path, that is only going to increase, except if I decide that I want to stop. And I was thinking about it, and I just felt it's actually very selfish for that to be the sole reason why I decide to stop. Because I mean, there is so much I can share with the world, with thousands and millions of people all over the world who may never get to meet me physically. But if I just say that, okay, because I don't want to put myself out there, I feel that is being selfish. That is me withholding, the gift and the talent that God has placed inside of me. So there's this content creator I follow on Instagram, and he was talking about how that he thing that freaks him out the most about being a content creator is the fact that anytime he goes out and people recognize him, like, he's always freaked out. Sometimes he doesn't even like know how to do, what to act, what to say, and it could come out, as awkward sometimes. And that's the type of person I am. Like, even meeting people that I already know, I tend to have very awkward conversations. So how much more with someone that I don't even know? And I know that it's kind of seems like I want to eat my cake and also have it, but I really don't know. I'm still navigating this. And by the way, if you are going through this also, maybe you are kind of passing through something like this too, or you know someone that is, feel free to share your tips, your thoughts. Let's discuss this, because I really have not found a way around this. It's something that I'm still thinking about. I feel like a lot of people always talk about how that when someone decides to, pursue a career or anything at all that will actually put them out on social media or in the media generally, people always have this perception of you are the one that decided to put yourself out. So any other thing that comes as a result of that, you ask for it, it's just one of those side effects. But I really don't think that's true, because we've had a lot of stories about people meeting, famous people, quote and unquote, and people always talk about how these people are so rude. They don't, they are not so nice in real life. But the truth actually is that you can't really determine the day you will get to meet a famous person. Like you could actually miss them on the worst day of their lives. Maybe they just got a call that someone they love has died, or they lost a car, or they lost some money, or something very terrible or devastating happened to them. And then you walk up to them and you're just like, hi, how are you doing? Can I get a picture? Can I do this? Can I do that? And then they don't respond to you nicely, and you carry that grudge in your heart towards them. There is a certain level of popularity that you can get to, that you actually cannot just go anywhere without at least one person recognizing you. The content creator I was talking about earlier, which is Selem King, by the way, he was talking about how that every single where he goes, he always meets someone. Like, he always meets someone that knows him. And one thing that I also even thought about is the fact that even on the days that you go out and you feel like no one saw you, people still saw you. I'm very sure this has even happened to you, even if you're not a celebrity, that you go out and then someone messages you later that day or a while after, and they're like, oh, I saw you on so and so day, and you didn't see the person. So you really can't determine who sees you or who doesn't see you. And this is very funny, because I just remembered, there was this time when I was in my 100 level in the library. There were many reading rooms, but there was this particular reading room I used to go to a lot. Like, I always went there to read. And then there was this day on campus, I just randomly saw this person, and the person came to meet me and is like, oh, hi, I know you from the library. You usually read in this so and so reading room, right? And I was just like, yes. And then the person was like, oh, I see you a lot there. And I was so freaked out that I never went there again. Okay, maybe not again. I mean, I will have gone there a while after, but for that period, I never went to that place again, because I'm like, so all these times that I used to come to this place, you people used to watch me or what? But obviously, like, there's just the way you would recognize faces, even if you're not necessarily watching them. But I'm not just comfortable with people associating me with a place or knowing me, like, even though I don't know them. And that is going to be very inevitable if I decide to continue in this path that I'm treading upon. And I know I'm making it sound like it's one very serious thing like that, and maybe to some people it may not be that serious. But this is my this is my future that we're discussing. And that's why I said it's a video diary. Like, I'm literally just pouring out my thoughts right now. I've still not figured it out, as I said. Feel free to, comment your thoughts, your opinions, your suggestions. Let me just also say here that I'm in no way saying that being famous is a bad thing. Like, as I said, there are people that desire it, and that in itself is not bad if that is what you want. by all means go for it. I'm not discouraging anyone for being famous. But I'm just thinking about my own life personally. It's just still something that I've been thinking about, because the truth was that when I started YouTube, it was never with the intention of gaining followers, or it was just me expressing myself, expressing my creativity, sharing things and creating stuff, because I've always loved doing this. I've always loved talking to the camera. I've always loved editing. So it was never really a matter of becoming popular by it. But as I progress in this thing, I started to realize that I actually want to get subscribers. Like, sometimes I look at my subscriber count and I'm just like, this is not commensurate with the amount of work I'm putting into this thing. Like, that's being honest, that's how I feel sometimes. So I'm not coming here to pretend like, oh, I don't want subscribers or anything, but I'm also just considering the things, the side effects that will also come as the subscribers are coming along. And I think I'll just be ending the video here, because I've been able to say everything that is on my mind. So I would really love to know, what you guys think, and let's just, talk about this more. So yeah, thank you for listening to my diary entry, and till my next video. Bye.
I'm missing every piece of the puzzle, and I think that I don't need to speak to the only one who sees everything going on inside, everything that I'm trying to hide, everything I've been trying to fight, everything.